So I made it to 20 videos in 20 days. Didn't miss a day. I wanted to do 21 days, might still for 3 weeks. I wanted to do a whole month actually. And then I was even thinking before an entire year, like a whole orbit. But let me just talk about a few of the things that I learned by doing daily content. So the first thing that I learned, and this can be useful for anybody that's making content, or so you might have an idea of what to expect from upcoming videos on this channel. The first thing I learned was all videos are not created equal. I know that a lot of the YouTube gurus, like people on vidIQ, TubeBuddy, even like Think Media, pretty much everywhere you go, people are just talking about shorts. You got to make shorts. Shorts are the best thing ever. If you're not making shorts, you're throwing. And it's like, okay, here's the thing with shorts. Shorts are like, if you were playing baseball, every time there's a pitch, you either had to hit a home run or it's a strikeout. Not one strike, no fouls, no balls. It has to be a home run or strikeout. Shorts will get shown to like a bunch of people, like 100, 200, 1,000 people, all in like a very, very short period of time, like within like 5 minutes. And if that kind of random group of people who just happen to be on at that exact time are scrolling through, not necessarily your subscribers, not necessarily people that watch your videos before, whoever it sends it out to, if they like the video and watch the video all the way through, then your video can blow up and go viral. But what happens to like 99.9% of videos is they spike like this and then they just flatline. So if you had like otherwise good content, B-roll in there, A-roll in there, there was like good tips or whatever the case was, if it doesn't pop off, the YouTube algorithm will kill it. And I'm not really one that talks about the algorithm like that, because traditionally before shorts existed, the algorithm didn't exist in the sense that like YouTube was trying to push certain content specifically to that degree. It did exist like that, especially for trending, but a lot of it was like your own metrics, like click-through rate and watch time and stuff like that. And relevancy, that's a really big one. But for shorts, it's kind of lightning strikes a little bit random, because it's just whoever happens to be shown it at the time has to do really well. And then the algorithm will show it to a whole bunch of other people. It's kind of forcing it. It's not like home. It's not like suggested. It's not like SEO based videos where you search it. It's not like slowly ranking these things. It just like forces them out to everybody, and then it like immediately stops. So the algorithm for shorts is really crude right now. And the reason shorts is so potentially good is kind of because it is broken. But yeah, anyway, that's the first thing that I learned. Now, going off of that, if you're starting a channel or if you have a channel existing, SEO content, I think, is still the most consistent and the best. The best stuff that I've made this month, not necessarily the best content, but the things that have done the best have obviously been the Razer Kio Pro Ultra videos. That's what I'm recording on right now. Honestly, I don't even really feel like plugging in my mirrorless camera. Well, my point and shoot. I've been calling it mirrorless. I mean, there's no mirror, but it's technically a point and shoot camera. But I don't really want to go through like, setting it up and all that stuff anymore, because I mean, now that I have this, I'm in focus. I have the blurry background. It's like, why do I need to do all that? Oh, and speaking of the Kio Pro Ultra, I actually did watch Epos Vox's video of it, actually twice. I know I do be throwing some shade, because anybody that gets products for free, you know how I am. He actually did buy that one with his own money. He's probably going to get reimbursed, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, the cool thing about that video was that he ran into pretty much, like, he had a very similar experience to me. He liked the sharpness, the colors he said were pretty good. He liked the bokeh. Also, the Synapse software, like, we both had issues with it. So it wasn't just like this one guy over here, this one black dude with dreads that's talking about how he doesn't like Synapse, but nobody else is, right? It's like, okay, no, this actual 330,000 subscriber YouTuber also had the exact same problems. I don't think it's actually crashed, but he did have issues with the settings, like being conflicting with OBS and Synapse. And he was talking about how the fact that you can't control the settings in Synapse while the webcam is used in OBS. And it's, it was just cool to see that. I was like, okay, this isn't just stuff that's like me only. And overall, we both really liked the webcam. And actually, we came to a similar conclusion. I'll link his video, by the way. A similar conclusion to, like, I kind of want to sell my Sony ZV-1. I know that sounds like almost blasphemous, but I kind of just want to put this there because it's like, it's so much easier. I mean, the Sony ZV-1's really small, but the problem is the Sony ZV-1 uses up my 4K 60 Pro capture card. So I have an Xbox Series S and I play Samurai Showdown on there. And so I can't stream that or record that and have the ZV-1 at the same time, because the ZV-1 needs that. I don't have like another capture card for it because it's 4K, but this can go in USB. So the only problem, the only thing with this device, because I don't really need any of the stuff in Synapse, to be honest, like even like the edge, like the lens distortion, it's not really that big of a deal for me. The only thing is just that the autofocus, because I do stream tech, and sometimes I have headsets and stuff. If I'm going to be showing something and taking it back and showing something and taking it back, that's something that the Sony ZV-1's autofocus is like super lightning fast because they have a product showcase mode. This does not. So I think I do need to keep that on deck. And I still have stuff for sale. If you go on my Twitter and then you go look at like the pinned post, I am still selling stuff if you want stuff. Going back to the previous point, I really think that SEO based content is just really super strong. If you're very confident that people are going to be searching for something, make a video of that topic. And if you do what I do, I actually use a keyword research tool. Now this is going super ultra deep and super extra, but I actually use keyword research tools, not Chat GPT, but like actual ones that you pay for that actually have like Google data. I used, and I've paid for all of these actually, Ahrefs, SEMrush, and Mangools. I've paid for all of them before. I've even used some of the free ones like Ubersuggest and Moz, like their free trial. If you know anything about SEO, then you know what I'm talking about. If you can get keywords that you know for sure based on keyword research tools that people are definitely going to be searching for and make content on that topic, it's, I wouldn't say guaranteed, but it's about as close to guaranteed as doing well as you can possibly get. A lot of the videos on this channel, like you might wonder why I make so many versus videos and so many comparisons and stuff, because I know for a fact people are searching for those because I can see the numbers. So even though it is kind of redundant, I just know it will do well. I would really love to just sit and talk to the camera about like certain things like, oh, what type of headphones have I been testing, or games I've been playing, or anything like that. But I know that's just not what gets searched for, and I know that's not what gets clicked in the home feed, at least for me. So that's the reason you see all the different comparison videos. But if you're trying to grow a channel, that's something good that you can do to like actually get a lot of views and get income and stuff like that, because people are definitely going to be searching for which webcam should I buy. And if you just type what's the best webcam and you make that your title, it might do well. But if you compare different ones together, or different headsets or different lights and stuff like that, then it's pretty useful. So as for the next things that I will be looking into, the Odyssey Maxwell, it looks like it's going to have a little bit of a rocky start because a lot of the the Xbox One is out of stock, and they're going to be shipping the orders. Like if you order right now, it probably won't ship till like late March apparently, and they're not even shipping in early January. The people that already pre-ordered, it's going to be shipping I think in early February or something like that. I was just reading this like somewhere on Reddit, so I'll get to that when I get to it. Headsets, honestly, like one of the things I learned about my channel, and just not even my channel specifically, but just the internet, is just the more expensive the product you review, the more niche it gets. And the more niche it is, then the less ROI you get on buying the product in the first place, unless it's just a massive brand. Like $300 for a webcam, the reason I can get decent ROI over the long term is because everybody knows Razer. Everybody's searching for Razer. Everybody, you know, whether you like or dislike Razer, you know of them. People are going to search for them and stuff like that. Odyssey, unless you're like really hardcore into headsets and headphones and stuff like that, you probably have never heard of that company before. I hadn't even heard of them until last year. So for me, for someone who buys all of my products and I never get brand deals, I wouldn't say not in my best interest to get it, but I know for sure I'm doing it at a loss. The Penrose, the Drop PC38X, basically every single expensive headset that I've ever gotten, I have effectively done it at a loss. So that's why 2022 was like, you know, like it's cool. Like a lot of people joined to look at my headset reviews and comparisons and stuff like that. But basically all of the ones that cost more than $150 were like a loss. So I pretty much reviewed all the like really popular ones, and I'll probably review some more in the future, definitely. But like over 150, I'm probably going to chill on that. But the reason I've been able to be profitable, like very profitable to be 100% honest, is because the ones that are under 150, like the Cloud 2, the Cloud Alpha and stuff like that, those actually are still getting a lot of views and they're still really popular. People are like really, there's a lot of people in that market that are looking for headsets and headphones that are under $150. But yeah, so if there's like a webcam or capture card or any kind of stream tech that is like under 150 that you're like, hey, this looks really interesting, I think a lot of people might be looking into this, but it's something that you haven't covered, then you can go ahead and let me know in the comments. I might look into it. That's all for now. I'll probably see you next month. I gotta really start grinding for some tournaments and practicing, but making this daily content has been very interesting and I learned a lot from it. And hopefully the videos have been entertaining or helped you with your buying decisions.